Islam. For active Moors living, never passive for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Hajj, Walid, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turned Portal Pro and Spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on ice. Claiming you're more, they might take your life. Follow the prophet in deeds, not just words, or be a sacrificial lamb for the sheep or herd, to be kept docile and passive, not active. Black's mind frame made Willie Lynch classic. Moorish leaders obtain leads, sell it to the courts of booty and prize, covering civics with religious lies, always saying legal, never lawful, making the fiat on payday cause they keep the court full. Give a morsel that gets dismissed at court's discretion. Peace officers never see your weapon possession. Possession in the son's hand is a gun wand. Shooting in the crooks and castle brands. Treated life like fun land. It's crazy how babies are grinding like ladies in basement jams like the late 80s, early 90s. Nowadays youths are grimy, not worried. Got you in front and Allah behind me. Above and under, also on my left and right. Through me when I write and recite through the mic. Few course of Pro Tools, mama raised no fool. Graduated from street college and hood high schools. Making up my rules could have me facing 5 tools. Giving up myself 3 G's and my shoes. Ego kicks in, now I make up my rules. Then my childhood friends become my crew. Retaliators meal like my food. Then crew turns enemy, I can't even trust my dudes. For active Moors living, never passive for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Hajj, Walid, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turn Portal Pro and Spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on ice. Claiming you're more, they might take your life. When the gat spit, it's mostly those with no practice. Doing the slackness, shooting like you need glasses. Repping a block you don't own, with guns imported by those who don't claim a gang but wear uniform clothes. Street rookies, we're taught the game by big man pros. In our days, the generals passed down the codes before streets were watching. Some chose the option to opt out and not opt in. Do 2 months instead of 8 cause you turned in weapons. Think you did good, release back into hood sections to help get the guns off the street. But it's effed up to get stuck up by you turned in heat, by you to waddling in streets like penguin thugs. Freeze when I hail them up and still screw-face mugs and two-face hogs. Could tell you who served and who ate slugs. Playing yourself wearing the bloody kicks on rugs. For active Moors living, never passing for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Haj, Malik, El Shabazz and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turned Portal Pro and Spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on nights. Claiming you're more, they might take your life.
Yeah, don't ever prejudge. Sometimes the humble have to bust guns. It's for liberation, not for street cred or fun. My army strapped with ammo and camo for battles. Dropping bombs to make your head shake and teeth rattle. But lyrically, a dope rap supply of fiends be feeling me. Laying in the trench, smoked out over some greenery. Find a place to smoke despite the different scenery. I put in work for my paper, it's not from some schemery. So Webster better add that to his list of words. My vocab will make you think that I'm a fat rap nerd. Yeah, I wear glasses and yeah, I read a lot of books. But trusted family, I'm surrounded by villains and crooks. They underestimate because they judge me by my cover. Judges be judging us too strictly based on our color. I've sat inside courtrooms and heard enough testimonies. Too many DA perceptions of us are flawed and phony. Walk into many stores and reps won't look to ask to help me. I could have thousands, but they have to see it to see I'm wealthy. And that's the reason why I treat every day like it's hunting season. Dressed for the occasion, summertime, but I'm still freezing. Pockets depleting, and my belly needs some feeding. Begging ain't my forte and my family keeps increasing. I'm sorry God, but I found better ways to change my mood. It might not be angelic, but it gets us some food. And when our children ask daddy, can I have some more? I get in my share, then put on my gear, and then I wage my war. It ain't a beef thing, it's more like a chief thing. Gotta provide for my dependents, cause I'm the damn king. See my crown right here, hear the sound like here. Across my path the comrades, and it's your worst nightmare. God, food and water's all I have to sustain my shell. I chase devils down and give them all quick trips to hell. Inside a judgment, boil apart, you catch a burning flesh smell. The real shit you heard in your life, now you're under my spell. I'm the revolutionary baby whisperer. But when the empresses pass, trust that I'm not a whistler. But y'all won't see that, y'all see me as a menace to society. I can tell by the way feds be eyeing me. Without intuition, you can only see the surface. So I guess what you see, it makes people nervous. Like what you scared of, the person who enslaved, you're the enslaved. Mascara on my chest and your face, that means I'm saved. But in the land of the one-eyed man, the blind call him king. So king me now cause I'm free and hear the song that I sing. Yeah, for street niggas living with their lives on the line. For young niggas taking drugs, losing their mind. For revolutionaries popping off at swine. For broke niggas sick of it, robbing banks blind. For visionaries showing us the signs of the time. For all the poor and needy who escaped the life of crime. IHF is the light in the midst of the darkness. To read the illest shit you heard in your life.
For active Moors living, never passing for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Haj, Malik, El Shabazz and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Dirty Moors who turned Portal Pro and Spa. New Moors sanctions, grand bodies on nights. Claiming you're more, they might take your life.
Yeah. My soul rebels against Leviathan spell. Moorish people can't tell that they're living in hell. Trapped in a cell, the world we live in is full of sinning. Blood spilling, dirty women, the devil's grinning. I'm a right stole the soul from rock and roll. Satanic scrolls cold like the North Pole. Illuminati got rap in a chokehold. You can't beat them, join them, that's mind control. I'd rather be free like the birds in the trees. Doing what the fuck I wanna do, you feel me? I'd rather be broke and have self-respect. These rappers get fucked in the ass with fat checks. The US is a third world project. America's $1 zillion in debt. Voting's a facade, the government's a fraud. And 9/11 had to be an inside job. Original G.O.D. Supreme Jeans. Moorish visionary, y'all have sweet dreams. Brown Christ, Nazarite, dreaded Nazarene. Real name Fury, Brown Elohim.
For active Moors living, never passing for a time. Jeff Fort Moors active behind enemy lines. El Hajj, Malik, El Shabazz, and Khalid Moors. Paid with your life so you can have yours. For Indiana Moors visited by FBI. Sun Falcon, niggas like the swagger. Copper Sports Jaguar. I'm Ethan, fuck a gun. I'm shooting raised gamma. Allergic to banana, not the clips below the hammer. Fuck that cave bitch cracker. King Asiatic, no one's equal to the master. MC not a rapper, cosmic DJ and dancer. Thought streams, hieroglyphic, fought fiends, optimistic, never of the outcome. Feds are never outrun, cause I didn't have to. Spit without the actual. My tempo holds the thoughts of Sheikh Sharif Abdul. My body is the capsule, extra terra astral. Coming like the normal, straight back to Lesbo. I'm running out the homo, not against the person, just against the culture. Situations worse when we swarming like a vulture. Not to scavenge, I'm here to avenge. Some transform, but I'm here to transcend. Wake you out your sleep, the shepherd of the sheep. Living on the base chakra, booming in your Jeep. You're going back to Cali, never heard of Lakshmi. I'm the black one who's the consort of Cali. Not Yoga Yuga, freeze you with the mudra. Return of Naga Judah, it's the Moorish Sufi Buddha. Killed by a trooper, was Milton William Cooper. Behold a pale horse, on cell stalking moss. Radiate your corpse, there's worms and porks. Staying in your forks, but they judging me in courts. And swearing on a book, and when I swear at home, I'm getting dirty looks. I'm innocent, I'm leaving, heathens' brains leaking. Not from the bong, when I'm Chong and Cheechin. Facts catch a beating. You could say a haze and some think that I'm Asian, but when you hear the Trinity, boy, I cuss you in Jamaican. Sun Falcon L, Sun Falcon L, Sun Falcon L, Sun Falcon L, walking out of hell. Some think rebel, but I mean rebel. Shoot up the closets, got them hiding in the cupboard. When they come with talks and call me Negro or colored, but sometimes black, that's an adjective at that. They pinch emotion nerves to make you react. Rose gets a park, but a road for Mike Myers, who's alive and works for television liars. Satellite or net, saddle or a vet. I'm not looking for love, man, I'm demanding respect. You're slamming on your gavel, then I'm standing on my square. Astro projecting in the realm, I reappear. Calling the soul plane, I saw the prophet there. Don't talk unless address or get the death stare. Dealing with one-on-one questions, Quran. Muslim, not Muslims, praying on my hands. Praises to Allah, praises to Jah, praises to Olokuno Guna Batala, praises to Ra, God Maba and Makar. Blacks think that the Masons when we are the sons of Ma. Marim Habib, you need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. Haram Habib, you need to wake up. As I jump off my mind's cliff into subconscious depths, knowing my higher and knowing my lower self, falling past my thoughts that got me in trouble. Realizing ego is a burstable bubble. Falling backward seems like there's no end or bottom. Cut out the good, I see no thoughts rotten. No modern European's mentality, all Asiatic. The scent of this fall, aromatic. Tea tree oil and frankincense so intense. Demons beaten from outside make no indents. Plus no entrance without the mastermind key. Thoughts of Allah, wasn't a lie, but actually me, divine being, a national, actual, factual, Moorish scientist, seeing things mathematical. Law is length, angle, and width. With mind strength, mangle a Sith. When devil's horns burning, sulfur I whiff. Lower self, third eyes crushed, that's the weed in my split. From these lows, the only way to uplift. 40 days and 40 nights working the graveyard shift. Battling zombies, which are my own that exist. Playing my emotions as string strum or Congo drums. Seeing things and hearing sounds, no fear around. Looking down, not seeing the ground, but feeling my crown. Pulsating so profound, soul unbound. Inhale for 7, hold for 4. Exhale for 7, hold for 4. Double door 11, walk through the gateway frame of eternal flames. No burns, no regard, unreal as unreal, no blame. My pure freedom and bliss, demigods trying to contain. On my journey of learning fear, embracing pain. Since love heals on the path of living cognizance, patience is a virtue. I'd rather take the long distance. Aware mental clearness, mind's tailless with fierceness. Harlot seduced to get me locks and beardless. Electromagnetic helix, induce the voltage. Begging ancestors to increase the dosage. Produce a strong field, rubbing together shaman stone balls, releasing the stress. Calling Orishas, decreasing my breath. But are you really breathing? Knowing or believing? I master fruition and receiving from birthright retrieving. Are you in trance without doing a ritual dance? Paralysis, magic, reversal on the square stance. Harmonic lyrical mudra from Islam Sutra. Elevate thoughts, wake up your inner Sibyls and Buddhas. Master your will, not desires. Awaken Kundalini fires. True spoken to MCs higher. Medusa, you liars. Bagging heads and horns and tails for mystic functions. Ritualistic. Perched at the junction where demons go to and fro, dressed as the sheeple, selling them rights, civil and pseudo rights equal. Blood flowing past a horse brow, didn't circle your passion. Celestial thread of my ancestors, tailored my fashions. Fooling people with their words and people not watching their actions. Ignorance of law is no excuse when something happens. Feeling eyes and reading postures, moving bionic. Monsanto seeds turn you psychopharmaceutical chronic. Got their eyes bloody, blood muddy for blood money. They gave me nothing, so can't take nothing from me. I love the quote, you will respect but don't have to love me. They gave me nothing, so can't take nothing from me.
Northgate, H2O flow, sheep, Canaanland, Moorish, release fall, Shalon Davis, salute, hot house, check it. They say they wanna learn, they only debate. Referencing the truth, trust me, they only sound great. Study nationality before you question my estate. I'm not a minority, why you so late? Majority rules, here comes the test. Fact, that's my hand in the form of a V on the chest. That's a womb that is blessed like a moon and a crest. Major forever, infinite mindset. Major from birth, that's a seed in process. I'm a Moor, that is easy to digest. Competent, never tyrannous. That is my land, never faking. Sacred traditions, petitions for what you're not Jamaican. Westmoreland to Portmore, everybody needs more. It's you, please more. Following the apostle, we should read more. I see the unseen more, we more. That's a fact. Canaanland.
They say they wanna learn, complain classes are too long. Don't want it on a phone call, energy too strong. Get it from the wrong source, now they way off course. Think they must be Muslim and give up on all sports.
Northgate. H2O flow. Sheik, Canaanland, Moorish. When these fall. Shalon Davis. Salute. Hot house. Check it. They say they wanna learn, they only debate. Referencing the truth, trust me, they only sound great. Study nationality before you question my estate. I'm not a minority, why you so late? Majority rules, here comes the test. Fact, that's my hand in the form of a V on the chest. That's a womb that is blessed like a moon and a crest. Major forever, infinite mindset. Major from birth, that's a seed in process. I'm a more that is easy to digest. Competent, never tyrannous. That is my land, never faking. Sacred traditions, petitions for what you're not Jamaican. Westmoreland to Portmore, everybody needs more. Refuel, please more. Following the apostle, we should read more. I see the unseen more, we more. That's a fact. Canaanland.
They say they wanna learn, complain classes are too long. Don't want it on a phone call, energy too strong. Get it from the wrong source, now they way off course. Think they must be Muslim and give up on all sports. Should give up the red meat, must give up on all porks. Won't be yelling haram when the bottles are uncorked. Eating with the spoon, use forks for tuning. Eating humble pie, no ego ballooning. Samson 2 caterpillars, got him cocooning. As the full moon hung, spiral energy moving. Up through the crown chakra, energy shooting. And told me upload classes before live YouTubing. 16,000 subscribers, 20% consuming. 80% troll pretending to be tuned in. Comment on every video, pushing the thumbs down. We'll push the link when we live just like a clown. Pouring in the incompetence, always debating. Dissing Drew Ali, but won't give their location. His image on the black banner, that's placation. Just get him out of here, Yusuf yells in frustration. We know they're playing games, we're not berating. Calling 911, scimitars penetrating. In defense of prophets and mothers abused. And newly awakened Moors, amused and confused.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law makes civil a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mixing with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets told me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J. Israel. And no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it. So the snake's still showing up, stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astro plane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract Images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish or more, key man or oracle, using trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brainwaves, squashed by heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, Negus appearing real, all I see is false evidence, DA are feminists, stomped on by elephants, more like go prejudice but want Moorish benefits, when you feel the cold magnetic resonance, Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent, great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness, no pestilence, ace all the testaments, tap into remembrance, never to forget again, use energy right, not put spell effects on men, wandering the earth plane with no they live shades, keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades, it's been decades since Christian crusades, not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets, holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday, war ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
The ancient inhabitants of the ancient peoples of the Middle East were all different types of black people, different groups of black people. Assyrians were a black people, Persians were black people, Elamites were black people, and Arabs, yes, were a black people. That's why you see Assyrians have depicted themselves with curly hair, curly beard, and dreadlocks. That's why you see Persians have depicted themselves with curly hair and curly beard. And even there are many wall paintings found in Susa in which Persians have depicted themselves with black skin, have painted themselves with black skin. So therefore, Persians were black people, not a so-called Indo-European, They weren't a white people. Why? Because the temperature here in this city goes up to 50 degrees Celsius in summers with a high intensity and a UV index of 12. White people cannot endure this heat. They cannot tolerate this heat. So they cannot be indigenous to this region. Because we, semi-white looking people, cannot stand this heat. We cannot go outside too much in summers. But how can white people be indigenous to this region? And I don't say this because I'm racist. As you can see, I'm not a black person, and I look mostly like whites than blacks. I just want to tell the truth that the ancient inhabitants of these regions, from Babylonians, Assyrians, Elamites, Persians, Jews, were all black. Please stop whitewashing history.
Islam Moors, happy holy day. Happy holy day to all the Moors.
The ancient inhabitants of the ancient peoples of the Middle East were all different types of black people.
Honors to Noble Drew Ali, who taught us that we're not Negro, black, colored, or Ethiopian. This is not to be compared to any Back to Africa movement. We're Moors. We're not Negro, black, or colored people.
Iranian historian talking about black people, you know, right? And white people and all this, right? How come they call him Iranian? How come they don't call him peach or cream or light whatever? Or why they say Iranian historian? So he must be talking to the niggers then. He's not talking to people who know themselves. You know when they say meet them where they are? He's meeting them where they are. He's breaking this down to the lowest common denominator for them to see that they're the founders of civilization, just like Noble Drew Ali told these people in the 1920s that they're not going to pay attention to what he said. Here's an Iranian telling you that you're the ruler. You're the head. You're the head. Right? When you have somebody else telling you to your face and you still don't want to accept it, you don't even know him. All you know, he's an Iranian historian. You don't even know his damn name. And he's telling you more truth than anybody who you thought was your whatever told you some truth. Until you jack. They'll have you marching up and down the place, wasting time. When you're founders of civilization. Humanity is founded on these black people. There's still not gonna be something. They're forcing it on you now. They're forcing it on you. You're the founders of civilization. Yeah, you see the curly hair and all that. What do you mean that's me? What? I don't look like those carvings in stone. And he's giving up the whole game and using black to talk to the blacks. You want to say you're black? Okay, no problem. I'll meet you where your dumb ass is. Ring the alarm. Right? The Iranian historian, that's nationality. Black people, that's not a nationality. That's just what it is. Don't get mad at Moors because you can't handle the truth. No, you mad at Moors because you can't handle the truth. People are nuts. People are nuts. Yeah, this one was crazy.
Well, the translators are gone, and the live stream is waning, which means that if we just listen to my colleague Matthias, the best thing in the world would be to leave it to you, the people. Now it's up to you to share what clearly, based on the cavernous emptiness we see in all of these spaces, is only going to be heard if you share it. So it feels very appropriate that I should be the one with the quietest voice. But let's let that lion roar, shall we? I'm done talking about COVID, and I'm done talking about SARS-CoV-2, and I'm done for a very simple reason. For 110 years, we, the people of the world, have been lied to. We're a group, a very small number of criminal industrial conspirators decided to subordinate the entirety of the human population for the purpose of their sinister plans to enrich themselves while impoverishing and killing the rest of humanity. And I'm done being polite. We've long passed polite. When the words acceptable death rate become part of an industrial norm, we have lost the plot of humanity. And that's not my words. Those were the words of the World Health Organization and of Pfizer and of Moderna when they were given the authorization to begin the process of killing human beings in the interest of advancing their goals. Next slide. And I'm also not going to sugarcoat this. This is a criminal cartel. We are acting as though there's some sort of redeemable quality somewhere in some esoteric layer that somehow or another the World Health Organization must have some salutatory benefit. Well, I'm going to tell you, since its formation in the 1940s, the World Health Organization has been nothing more than a criminal cartel that has a sole and singular intent. And I will show you the document that proves what I'm saying. This is not an allegation. This is actually provable by their own words in their own hand. And they use a four-step process to execute every one of their nefarious plans. They begin by planning an exercise, then they go to the business of funding that exercise, then they create the rationale for the thing that they're going to do, and then they deploy and profit from it. And in violation of 15 U.S. Code Section 19, which for those of you listening, coincidentally started with the Clayton Act in the same year that the World Health Organization in the United States, 1913, the same year the World Health Organization's progenitors also started. So I find it fascinating that we passed the Clayton Act in 1913 and we set in motion 110 years ago the criminal conspiracy, which we now call the World Health Organization.
Interesting. So 1913, and then we have our literature saying 1913. And you look where they are in their activity because they passed some act. And then Drew Ali gave us 7 acts, and look where we're at. Why? What's stuff going on? Because we're the ones that allow color to go on because we want to be colored people. So if we want to be colored people, then that means all you're going to be dealing with is color. And color is fake. Color is artificial. And you lose. Which is why humanity now is losing. Because of these Negro, black, colored whoever's that don't want to bring things into balance by being themselves. For humanity, no. They want to be dumb nigger. They want to be the ancient foremothers and forefathers that everybody knows who they are. They want to be dumb nigger. All right, fine. Fine. You be that. You be that. This is not some new stuff. You're only hearing about it now because it's happening to people with nationalities. When they were depopulating you using eugenics and Tuskegee experiments and all that stuff, you weren't nothing? You weren't saying anything? When Margaret Sanger was murdering women, you weren't saying nothing about that. Cecil Rhodes and whoever else murdering our people. Oh, they're talking about the thing. Oh, now the stuff's on their doorstep. Now you're complaining. Don't complain now. Because all you people sat there and let the color carry on, knowing that it was BS, because you weren't getting touched yet. Well, now that it's touching you, now what are you going to do now? Now what are you going to do? You going to tell these people who they are, or are you going to keep playing games? You know, because our people are, the only way for our people right now is up. You can't get any lower than where our people are at. Can't get any lower than that. Praise Allah that we had a prophet that told us 100 years ago, 100 years ago, he brought us the truth and told you, just do right. Just do right.
French woman fell for an AI-generated scam with Brad Pitt that ended up costing her $850,000 and her marriage. Scam artists used a mix of AI-generated photos, personalized messages, even a fake version of his passport. They tricked her into sending money for a fake kidney operation. And while this woman is being ridiculed on social media because they never spoke on the phone and there are all these red flags, I want to call attention to the level of deep fakes that are on the horizon, because we all need to be aware. Synthetic histories are an emerging type of deep fake where you can create an entire AI-generated history of somebody, an event that never happened. For example, maybe you meet somebody online, you want to check out their social media pages. Those are filled with images and videos. They have a YouTube channel. There's some articles written about them. Maybe they're a little bit famous. You go and actually see that they have a published white paper. You get to hear them speak online. So when you call them on the phone, it all sounds the same. That's called a synthetic history, where you generate an entire history of a life that never happened. In an instant, you can do that with artificial intelligence. And it doesn't stop there. Interactive deepfakes mean you could jump on a video call with somebody, and it's actually an AI-generated double of somebody else, and you're going back and forth. It's in real time. Nothing seems weird. Now you've seen this person's social media. You've seen their YouTube channel. They have published articles about them. You've been on video calls with them. You've been on phone calls. That's the level of deepfakes that are on the horizon. And I know that's really scary. And I give a big presentation about
Sarah Connor looking at you, all dumbass. Just looking at you. Sarah Connor just looking at you. So people want to know how come, why don't you like NOI? Because this is what they did to El Hajj. This is what they did to him. Why? Why? They're calling them out. Calling them out. They like that. And all these people say that they love him, they love Minister Malcolm and all that stuff. They haven't done jack. They haven't said jack. And all of them know what's up. All of them know what's up. But let's go a little further back. Go a little further back. Just a bit. Not too far. Not too far. This is drshirley.org. This is what Dr. Shirley knows. On the death of Noble Drew Ali in 1929, there were several claimants to the position of leader. One claimed to be a reincarnation of Noble Drew Ali, and 3 rival groups formed, which are still in existence today. One of the claimants was apparently kidnapped and murdered by a rival group. There were gun battles and shootouts with the police. The situation was complicated further in 1930 when Wallace Fard Muhammad, who was known within the movement as David Ford L., also claimed to be a reincarnation of Drew Ali and formed his own group, which later became the Nation of Islam. On July 4th, 1930, Master Wallace Fard Muhammad began preaching in Detroit and founded the Temple of Islam. His 3 main ideas became the foundational ideology of the Nation of Islam. Allah is God, the white man is the devil, and the so-called Negroes are the Asiatic black people, the cream of the planet Earth. His aim was for them to gain freedom, equality, and justice by claiming their own religion, Islam, language, Arabic, and a separate state. So if that's their aim, why didn't they just stay Moors? Why didn't they just stay Moors? Why are you taking down signs and talking about your reincarnation of Noble Drew Ali? Why are they doing all that? Why didn't they just stay down with what Noble Drew Ali established? Well, because they wanted to be the man. That's why. They were thinking about their selfish self so they could have 5 mansions. But all the mansions are going to be Moorish architecture, North African architecture and all that. They're going to go get Egyptians and all that to build house for their children and all that. But everything's going to be Moorish architecture. And then our people are sitting around here playing around that they're black Asiatics. They're the cream of the crop, but they're black Asiatics. This is what they do. So this is why there's an issue. Because we know the backstory. It's like we don't know the backstory. And the backstory is that Noble Drew Ali is the foundation of all of it. Noble Drew Ali is the foundation of all of it. What he set up for the Moors, that's where everything was supposed to go, in line with that. This is why right before he abandoned ship, there's only going to be a few. There's only going to be a few. Right? And this is what the issue is. That everybody wants to play no accountability games. Everybody wants to play no accountability, but they want the birthright benefits. They want freedom. They want peace and justice, but they don't want to be Moors. They want to be black Asiatics. They want to be black Asiatics. And they know that's not who we are as a people. They know that that's not who we are. But we came from a place of recognizing that Noble Drew Ali is the first to teach the Asiatics of America anything about themselves worth knowing. And in an Islamic context in America, not over there somewhere or shipping ourselves out over there to go do something over there, right here. The first. So if he's the first, and again, everybody outside the Negro black colored circles, they know this. That's because of Noble Drew Ali. Why anything is happening with regard to our people being on some type of conscious level. Because of him. But why didn't they stick with the lesson? Oh, because of the sellout leaders who were around Noble Drew Ali at the time. The sellout leaders who were around him, that once they murdered him, they were able to benefit off the fame and nobility. Just like Khalid started talking about it, they murdered him so he could benefit off the fame and nobility. Y'all know what they did to El Hajj. Y'all know what they did to Sebi. Who talked highly of Noble Drew Ali and acknowledged Noble Drew Ali as the first holistic whatever for the Asiatics. That's how he got inspired from Noble Drew Ali to be holistic. It's just the lane. You have to give him his honors if you're going to do whatever you're claiming. And his honors better be real honors. Apologies, Mars. Everybody knows what they did. And it's wrong. And the reason why shit is messed up for our people right now is because of what they did to Noble Drew Ali in the first place. Right? Which is why he keeps stressing to the Moors to increase your faithfulness. Because they want this buried. You're not supposed to know about your nationality and birthrights that you're Moors. You're supposed to be black Asiatics. Asiatic black people. That's what you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be Negroes. You're supposed to be blacks and coloreds. That's what you're supposed to be. That's the spot that they picked out for these people with a high concentration of melanin. And that was gonna be your spot forever. Until Drew Ali came into it. You can put the stuff in reverse and drive the hell out of here. What are you doing just sitting here? What do you mean you're standing on your post? You're not doing anything. They were extremely jealous of his fame. And they did everything they can to get him out of his own stuff so they can take it over. And there's being right and then violating Noble Drew Ali. Drew Ali just said if Amar would do right, he'll be impressed. So why don't we just Hannibal Bay said Ali had powers. How did he die? He got murdered, so he died. He got murdered by his own. Because if Europeans are coming to the temple to tell him, hey, thank you for saving me finance and all that stuff, and crying because he died and all that, then I ain't worried about some Europeans. But I have all these letters from Noble Drew Ali to let me know that, there was traitors around him. So powers or no powers, there was traitors around him. And anybody with traitors around them, they're in trouble. Especially if they have some fame and nobility and there's traitors around them. Powers stopping these people from murdering you. Or take you out if they want. Just because. That's how much ahead they are than our people, because we stopped with the Noble Drew Ali program from the 1920s to now. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. That's why the stuff is how it is. Because 1920s with our people, we were running stuff. We were niggers. We're in positions of power as a people. Not some granted privilege like people have today, claiming that they got some authority. And the powers really come from him working in the soul plane. You can't use the powers here. You have powers. So then what? Have to use the stuff here. Remember to say some things that will turn your brain to water. Play around. About powers. Everybody has powers. Do people have the time to tap into them though? Because it's crazy right now. People have 8 jobs. They tap into no powers. So don't get don't get led astray or led off the path. Taking things wrong. The point being that there were individuals who made sure that they got him out the way, because they wouldn't be able to do what we're seeing happen now with Noble Drew Ali around. Because why would anybody listen to these people and not the prophet? Get the prophet out the way. Now you have 18 people saying, oh yeah, follow us. Everybody's going to get a little bit of everything. And then there's the ones who would just say, F this, there's no profit, that I'm not a Moor, and then they would go back to be a Negro. Or go be black, or go be whatever. So we're at the space where Drew Ali told the Moors going to be a handful saved. So be in the handful. Where else is there to be? Be in the handful that's about to be saved. Because there's nothing else really. If a prophet came 100 years ago, and he said, I brought you everything it takes to save a nation, take it and save yourself, then you better save yourself. Like, you better take what he brought and save yourself. Because there's no anything that's on the way. You know, we're tapped out. We've tried everything in the book. Nothing saved our people. Oh yeah, you never tried this. What's your nationality? And you start saying that you're Moors, and you stop playing this black Negro colored BS, and you see how fast things will turn around for our people. You start living by the principles: love, truth, peace, freedom, justice. See how fast things start turning around for our people. Stop dressing like whores and all that, and be respectable for yourself. And look how stuff's gonna change. Immediately, it's gonna change. But again, it's all up to the people. You know, I remember like the Europeans saying, "We the people," and this criminal enterprise of you the people are wards. First of all, you're not in your own land. You're a foreigner, and yeah, you know, I get it. But everybody's supposed to be looking after the indigenous people. But they can't look after the indigenous people if the indigenous people want to be Negro, black, colored. So now they have to bring in others, because they can't just give the Negroes all their past due. They can't. You're not gonna give the baby marbles. And it's unfortunate that Noble Drew Ali, we're looking at establishing something for our people to be the beneficiary. And there was millions. That's just the movement only. Moorish Manufacturing Company, different businesses, Moors, different businesses. They think there's Young Men's Business League. Why do you think that's there for? Because there's Moors with businesses. And they're teaching how that run the stuff has to be successful for them to be teaching the young ones about how to do this. Had to. There had to be a lot of successful Moors around Noble Drew Ali. Not talking to 10 people, just people out there who are in support of what he's doing. Got to be a good amount of people with some finance that were assisting in the work. Lolly's the man. Supreme honors to all the Moors in the chat. Increase your faithfulness. You think you're faithful? Be more faithful. Think you honor Noble Drew Ali? Honor him more. Honor him more. Honors to the Prophet. And then speaking of Hannibal Bay, you notice how certain people aren't live now because the master teacher in you ever notice? You notice BS that they have going on now? Playing you the whole time, using him, sucking his life force. About time he rests himself. About time. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the matriarchs. Supreme honors. Noble Drew Ali is the man. He did everything. He did everything that it takes to save a nation and told us to save ourselves. Please save yourself. And get some other Moors who want to save themselves and save each other. Just keep giving Noble Drew Ali his honors. Be faithful to the Prophet. And if you lose faith in the Prophet, no problem. Just take off your turban and fez and go back to being nigger. You know, you don't gotta play around and make up stuff and make up flags and try to be some new, like you know something more than Noble Drew Ali. The hell out of here. Supreme honors to Noble Drew Ali, our Prophet. Happy Holy Day to all Moors. And we already know every day is Holy Day. Honors. Islam to all. Love and peace.